Nation is not only land, because there is we are living in a transnational, and there is a Palestinian diaspora who's far away of Palestinian land, and they still hold the Palestinian nation, and they have a patriotism, and still have the love for Palestine and the land. So on social media age or new media, as I told you, it's a transnational. Everyone could be participate in the identity. There is completely blackout in Gaza. There is no internet, there is no water, there is no electricity outage. So the things is more tough to talk to them. And if you manage the conversation, or you manage any kind of communication channel to talk to them, it's a few minutes. For example, if I will charge ISD.
Okay.
So at that time, when I in this ISD, I have to talk to them, shortly. About, yeah, hi, how are you? You're still alive? Okay, goodbye. I will call you later. Like this, just only to confirm that they're still alive. The destruction is, I do believe that destruction is not the physical. It's also mental. You say about 2 million people in Gaza. They now, and up to now, the number of the people who killed the 20,000 and more. So if you are talking about the people who are still alive and survive, they have a mental trauma. Unfortunately, now my home got collateral damage during this war. So how I'm seeing home is not only my home, the building. The home is also my land, or Gaza. It's my home as well. How I'm seeing it is devastated, completely devastated. So there is no future, there is no dream. When the notion of going back, when I'm discuss it with any friend or with my relative, they are thinking that I'm mad. What you will go do there? There is just only there is just demolition. There is just only damage. There is no any type of life there in Gaza, So yeah, my research field is always, and my research interest is always regarding to the new media and conflict, and how is the people or the civilian involved in the war and become actor in such kind of war and conflict. If you will talk about the memory in Palestinian community and the collective memory, it's not related to the war, because it's generationally it's a transfer. This kind of memory, it started in 1948 with the displacement. For example, the people who displaced from occupied Palestine to Gaza and the West Bank, more than 70% of the people in Gaza, they are refugees. Peaceful future and with a full of flower, and like any dream. You waving your dream, yeah, I will go back, I will find a job, and I will establish the family, and I will build home, and I will buy my car, and then after that, etc., 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 etc. But now, all this kind of dreams devastated, destroyed by this kind of war. There is no universities. There is no what we did. Why I came here to study? For what? For better life and for develop my community. But now there is no community. Obviously, okay, there is no a minimum of level, I mean, of survivor level life in Gaza. But at least there is hope. I don't know, maybe as a, see, I don't believe to go out. Since you are attached to your land, I don't believe in what I will do out. I was here for 5 years, what happened? Okay, my family are suffering, okay, etc. But these people who can condolence me and who could support me talking and always asking, so they like make me calm a bit. You can't survive without people ultimately, and people, they give sympathy, and at least their sympathy, it's like like ice in the fire, so it gives you some a bit calm and sukoon. You are asked many questions. First question, you are talking about how I'm feeling when I see these reels. First, second, you are asking about the Israelis' action against the Palestinian narrative on social media. And first of all, when I see such kind of footage, really I'm feeling painful. Some footage it make me cry. Some footage really made me cry, not make me cry, because I already cried. When you see someone, he's crying over his home, over the rubble. So if I would imagine myself in his place, I cried. In this war, I don't have a children, but I imagine if he is my nephew, who I never met him. My sister, she gave a birth when I was in India, but I imagine if this boy, I cried. When you see some person who farewell his mother, give her last scene before barriers because she got killed by Israelis bomb, I imagine myself in his position. I would badly cried. Obviously, I told you I received many.
Do you share anything with friends?
In the beginning, I used to active, I used to do, but ultimately I thought people are normalized. Why you should share these painful? I do believe, yes, it's a social media. It's a part of of Palestinian struggle. You should disseminate it, the narrative. You should disseminate it, the story. But ultimately, to be honest, people are without any kind of sense. Okay, they will give you sympathy, digital sympathy, then so what? Whatever Israeli try, and that's pro-Israeli try to what's called censorship the Palestinian narrative, and social media, they try to play in the algorithm. They are trying to suspend some Palestinian account, they try to remove the footage, and they try etc. All these kind of digital harassment or this digital abuses, digital rights abuses. I'm telling you, Palestinians, they find the way to speak out during the second intifada 2000. In September 2000, that many scholars, they argued that the Palestinians used the internet as a tool for their struggle in 2000, but I said it's before. Okay, the mainstream media, they are biased with Israel. Social media company. And the Israelis lobby, they spent a huge money, a huge budget for their story and for their narrative as advertisement and etc. Comparing by Palestinian movement, they are less money they spend for the advertise that's the Palestinian narrative. But I'm telling you, even if you will check on artificial intelligence, what's like ChatGPT and Google Bard, if you will ask them about Israel-Palestine conflict, they are biased with Israel, for sure. Whatever you can't see, I do believe in the one notion. You can hide the truth for some time, but you can't hide it forever. They will never find what they want. They will never find the peace. I get this is what I do believe. Their policy, this lead the people, they lead the people to for the hate. Their policy lead the people for the conflict and lead the people for the violence. Since there is occupation, obviously it will be resistance and violence resistance and will not peaceful. But the nation for me, it's the history. It's about your sample. Like for example, Kofia, it's a part of Palestinian nation. The food, for example, it's the maftool. It's like also the tree, like this olives tree. It's a part of our nation. Olives oil is a part of nation. Um, what is it? So all of these nations, it's the community who created it. It's not only limited to the land. And Palestinian nation, I guess it's different from everyone because we are since suffering. Israel try to hide the history. Israel try to steal the history from Palestine and the culture, Palestinian culture, but it's not possible. So even when you receive the bad news, like for example, my sister, she got injured, my aunt, she got martyred, she got killed by this war, my grandfather, he passed away, our home, there is no news, just only they will tell you just some person got killed, some person died, some person got injured, okay, bye, just only without details. Then these details you have to imagine, you have to think what happened.
Akbar.